What's up guys, Chris Clemons here, aka Clemonade, and today we're gonna do a little in the bag. To start off, I guess the bag itself. This is my new signature bag. I'm digging it, I'm loving it. Has a signature here, and the nice thing is if you wanna kinda flip it up so you don't see my name in case you hate me, you can do that too. Yeah, and so it's got a lot of my colors, you know, black, yellow, and it's got just cool stuff all over. The lemon here, hand-eye here. Crispin at Hand-Eye helped me make this, and I'm loving it, man. It's a commission rig bag. Let's get into some Frisbees. First of all, are gonna be my 3 judges I use. This one is kind of no longer a judge, it's kind of a warden by now. It has no bead, I've been using it for years. I use it for a lot of like really longer putts, a little spinny throws, maybe a little forehand turnover in the woods. Next would be my main putting putter. I got this from one of my buddies, Andrew Presnell, one of his best friends. We were like going through his garage and he had this judge and I was like, yep, I want that thing. So it's my new putter this year. Last but not least, I have a classic hard judge. This one's kind of more for throwing, kind of a backup. I'm beating it in, I'm love throwing it right now. Well, some people will call the Harp a mid, some people will call it a putter. I don't know, I just like throwing it. I have the BT medium. This thing likes to beat in over time. It grabs the ground wherever you throw it. It's one of my like go-to approach discs for sure. And then I have a VIP X Harp, and I use this a little bit more if it's a little stronger wind or I need a little more ground action. You know, it can handle the wind a little bit better than the medium can. My Tour Series disc for 2022 is the Lucid-X Culprit. This is a disc I've been wanting for a couple years now. I used to throw the Harp, I still do here and there, but the Culprit is just a little more overstable. It can handle the torque of a forehand a little bit better, and it has a little more skip on it. It's kind of like a slower Verdict, maybe a less stable Anvil. It's awesome. So go get yours when they come out. All right, next, guess we can go with my anvils. I have 2 anvils. This one I've been throwing for about a year or so. It's a little more beat. It's really flat. It's a Moonshine. It's sick and it does glow. Super flat on top. I love forehanding it. This one is an anvil. It's a hybrid anvil by Greasy Dies, one of my sponsors, and it's just super sick. I love forehanding it, backhanding it. This one's a little more stable than my other ones, so I've had to put it in the bag for the wind here in Texas we've had over the last couple weeks. Next up, I have the Jesper Lundmark Fuse, Opto Fuse. This has been a staple in my bag for years. I used it a little bit at Waco. I'm gonna use it in the latter part of the season in the woods a lot. It's just a great hyzer flip disc turnover. Sometimes I use it for forehand, get out of trouble shots. It's just an amazing disc, and I highly recommend it to anybody, beginners, advanced level players, pros. You need a fuse in your bag. Then I have the Royal Grand Trust. This is a factory second one I got from Emporia, and it is amazing. I love the Trust. It's just dead straight, can kind of hold any angle you put it on. I did definitely use this a lot at Waco, and it was amazing for me. All right, then I have a couple of Lucid-X Verdicts. This one's from the Jonesboro Open, I think maybe 2 years ago, but this is that flat run that I know you guys all like, and this is like the only one I could find because you guys are just buying them all up. So it's super flat, love it for forehands, love it for backhands. It's just an awesome, awesome disc. And then I have a Greasy Dies Lucid-X Verdict, my actual stamp on it. This one has a little bit of dome to it, so it's nice and overstable. I'll use this when it gets a little bit windier for my other Verdict, and I use this for a lot of backhands. It really holds up. It's almost like an anvil. It's sick. I love it. All right, stepping it up a little bit. we have the XXX. I am one of the few pros on the Trilogy teams who throw a XXX. I don't know if Ricky does anymore. He used to when he was on Latitude before, but the XXX has been a staple in my bag for years, and I kind of use it kind of for a faster anvil, you know, shorter shots, maybe under 300 feet, for skip shots, you know, woodsy shots, technical shots. And I love forehanding this disc. It's nice. It doesn't go as far as a Felon, and that's why I use it. The next would be the Lucid Felon. This is an old run, one that I got from Robert McCall, and it's starting to get a little bit beat in, but it's pretty new, and so it's been really, really nice and overstable. You know, I use it from, you know, 300 to 350 feet. I love it. My Explorers. This white one has been in my bag for many, many years, and it is very, very beat now. It's probably, you know, pretty much a Maverick by now. It's super flippy. I love using it. I used it last week when I got into trouble at Belton on that daunted hole 13. I threw it for a forehand, just went through everything. It was awesome. I love this disc. This one is an Explorer, and it's like 170, but it's pretty overstable for an Explorer. And I got it from one of our junior players, Miles Sayre. It feels really nice. It's opto plastic. I love it. I love it for wood shots. Next up would be the Getaway. This one has been in my bag for many, many years. It used to have one of my stamps on it, but it's kind of worn off by now, but I like that. It's super flippy, kind of like my white Explorer I just showed you, but it just goes further than an Explorer. It has some more pop to it. You know, I can get it up to like 400, 425, 450 if I need to, but I usually use these in the woods and they're amazing. This is a Fusion Getaway, kind of a new addition to my bag. I've thrown hybrids in the past, but I was throwing some of my hybrids I got this year early in Vegas, and they were going a little straight. And so I actually reached in my girlfriend's bag, and she had a Fusion Getaway, and I didn't expect it to be overstable at all, and it's the most overstable one I've ever thrown. So I took it from her bag, and now it's mine. It's amazing. I can use it anywhere, in the woods, out in the open. It holds up to wind. It's just a great, great disc. All right, stepping up in distance and stability. This is a Warhorse, a prototype one. You know, a lot of the Warhorses I throw are very overstable, and that's why I use them. I use it for forehands, for backhands. It's been really valuable the first couple months of the season because it's so windy. And I can throw this thing and never worry about it flipping. It was really nice in Waco. I love the Warhorse. Next up would be a Fusion Enforcer. This is a very old run, the greenies as I refer to them. It's super overstable. I'll use this if it's a little less windy and I want a little more distance in the Warhorse, and I use it specifically for backhands, and I can kind of put it on any line I want, and it's always going to be overstable. It holds up. It's a great, great distance driver for the wind. Then I have 3 Defenders in my bag right now. This first one is a hybrid Defender, kind of a new addition to the bag, but I've been throwing it for 2 or 3 months now. It's overstable. It's kind of the one that I'm really hitting on because it's kind of windy, and I can throw some big forehands with it, and it's really, really nice. Nice and domey, has that pop top I like. Next up would be a Biofusion Defender I actually just got yesterday from Thomas Gilbert. He told me he got it from some guy in Vegas, asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, yes. And he told me it was yellow, and I was like, yes, please. And he gave it to me, and I was like, this is the run I like. Has a little bit of dome to it, not too crazy, so it can go a long ways. I love it. And this is actually the same run as the one that Thomas gave to me, but this one's quite a bit used. I was using it last year, so it's kind of a hyzer flip disc. Hole 13 of Belton, I actually put it to 20 feet with this disc right here, you know, just kind of a nice pop little sidearm. This thing, it's not gonna be a wind fighter anymore because it's so understable, but when I have a tailwind, I can just absolutely crush it. And I love it, love the Defender. those are my discs. I have some whale sacks on my bag. I have a team whale sack I got for Christmas this year. It's pretty cool. I have my signature whale sack. You guys should go hit them up, get one. You need it, you need your hands to be dry. I also have some towels in here. I don't know what towels I have. This looks like a DD one. It reminds me of American flag. Comes in handy. I know I have gum in here. It's kind of weird, but I always have gum. Cobalt 5 gum. Always gotta have it every round. Need it. Then also I have my Bushnell rangefinder. This is really valuable. The first time I used it was probably at USDGC a couple years ago, and it definitely helped me kind of measure out some distances. It takes the guesswork out of it. You know, it's really nice to have. It's almost like cheating. Yeah, then I got some little bit of beads that I got at the festival last year. They're pretty cool. Reminds me of good times, you know, and then a little whale sacks button. So other than that, I think that is my bag. Got a bottle of water, gotta have it. But yeah, this bag will be out soon. You guys should go buy it. Help support me, help support DD, and rep it. It's a sick bag. Yeah, and that's what's in my bag, guys. Thanks for watching.